just turn Groot. Oh, you can't just turn off Groot. They're too good.
Opening music.
Tonight, on episode 190 of AWSM Comedy Radio from CBA on Belmont, we have a lovely guest here with us. Her name is Mary Zee.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Did you like that expensive opening generic downloaded
one more
from
part to it.
YouTube 2 minutes ago music?
It was great. Like I feel like I'm in the public domain. It's great.
There you go.
So
very much so.
I'm so glad you came on the show. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked our guest earlier, Charlotte Long. What did you think when a bunch of men invited you into a bagel shop to record a comedy podcast?
Sounds like a pretty typical stand-up gig for me.
Okay. How did you meet Tom? How did the two of you know each other?
We have a mutual friend, Michael, who is a tall, blonde Australian dude who just, by being a tall, blonde Australian dude, just tends to bring people together.
Yeah. He's a connector.
Yeah.
He's a maven.
A linchpin.
Ooh.
Of social circles.
David Lynchpin. I love him. I want to see a picture later.
What's the other one? Connector? Is that...
Connects that you play with them.
Oh, okay.
That's not what it is.
There's
That's
a book
That's exactly what he is.
You know, a connector. People who link one another together like we do on this show. We bring on different actors and writers and comedians and drag queens and artists, and we're like, hey, you all should know one another. You're all cool. Did I go out for a second there?
Just for a second there.
Just for a second
kind
there.
of cutting in, cutting out.
Cutting out. So next month, we were going to have this guy on the episode tonight who runs a comic book shop in the city because next month, the National Free Comic Book Day, May 7th. So we're kind of talking about superheroes in the beginning of the episode. Do you have a favorite superhero or comic book character that comes to mind?
Well, I just finished watching the Netflix series Jessica Jones.
Ooh!
Oh, yeah.
Winner!
So right now that is my favorite, even though it's a TV show.
Yeah.
No, it's also a comic.
I did not. Well, it is, but I didn't read the comic.
No, I said or comic book hero character. So this is totally valid. I think Jessica Jones is just the bam shit diggity.
Hey, Kathy's
absolutely
pretty
love
fun.
it.
Kathy's also cool.
No.
What? Did you watch
Kilgrave Ack?
that first appearance of him in the Jessica Jones show? I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is so stupid. What is that? Like, what is that as a superpower? And then I was like, actually, that's really cool. It's really
terrifying.
awesome.
And it's terrifying because and it's weird because all he wants is to be with Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
He does all this horrible stuff just because he got rejected one time.
It's all in the name of love.
Yes.
Kill yourself, run away, cut your ears off, and all the things that he does.
Not love so much as
obsession.
Psychotic obsession.
You think? Is there a difference?
Is it questionable?
I'm in the gay world. It's just a fine line.
You have a different set of rules.
Right. Yeah. It's a welcome obsession anytime. As long as it's not involving knives or things.
Well, it clearly was involving knives at Kilgrave. Spoiler alert: he kills people.
Such a spoiler! A villain that kills.
The
people.
bad guy kills people.
Yeah. Did you watch Daredevil?
I did, and I think I prefer. If we're gonna compare, I prefer Jessica Jones.
Definitely. Daredevil had cool fight scenes. Kingpin's awesome.
Daredevil had so many crunchy noises during the fight scene.
Oh God, yeah, but they were so incredible.
I couldn't deal with that. It was just too crunchy for me.
Yeah,
too many bones breaking.
I loved it. It took me about 3 to 4 episodes to get in, and then when I was in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in. Season 2, add it to my wait list now because guess who comes in season 2? Elektra. And she is just a phenomenal powerhouse of a performer. So if you haven't seen season 2,
I haven't. I just finished Jessica Jones, so I got to start Daredevil season 2. My boyfriend and I made the promise to each other that we were going to watch each episode of Jessica Jones together. Yeah. And my boyfriend doesn't binge watch things. He's a crazy person who watches one episode a week of things. And it was there were times where I regretted making that promise to him. I almost Netflix cheated on him a few times.
I would have. I finished it in 2 days. It's great.
different set of rules, you know.
Different set of rules. This guy right here, his name is Tom.
Yes.
He has a different set of rules that he likes to go
Everything's
by.
better when Tom posts. Everything's better when Tom posts.
Like compost. All right. So every once in a while, I like to sell things on Craigslist because I like the money.
He's never sold anything.
I sold my car.
On Craigslist.
That's what inspired this whole thing.
Okay.
Well, now I'm trying to sell something else. I'm going to start reading my Tom post, the thing I post on Craigslist. Bodyguard services. Do you have a body you would like protected? Let me do it for money that you will give me in exchange for protecting said body. I have many qualities that would help me guard your body. For example, I am rather tall. My voice can be deep and scary. I can look over the top of my glasses in a way that would make you say to yourself, I don't think we should bother him. He looks really annoyed. I have seen many episodes of both Power Rangers and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I know how to karate. Some notes on payment. I will no longer accept Confederate dollars. If you do not want me to guard your body but would still like to pay me, that'd be great. And I do not lower the price for smaller bodies.
Everything's better when Tom posts. Everything's better when Tom posts.
Like compost.
Good job, Tom.
approved. Very
My
good.
favorite thing about that was watching Charlotte Long's face in the audience and seeing her react, and that was just lovely. These are real things that he has posted
True.
on Craigslist.
Do you get any good responses?
Oh.
What about when you tried to sell your sexy futon?
Right. What did that person say?
It wasn't really cool.
No,
it
she
wasn't
said-
cool.
I posted about how I had a lot of sex on my futon, and she said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yes." "Are you interested?" And she said, "No."
That sounds about right. So, Mary, you host the Osmium Open Mic on Tuesdays at 6:30 at Osmium Coffee, correct?
Yes, just down the street from here.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been hosting the open mic for maybe like 6 months now.
Yeah.
But it's been going on for about a year. I co-host with a wonderful woman named Megan Strickland.
Where did you meet Megan?
I met her through we're both in the comedy scene, and we performed at the Chicago Women's Funny Festival together. That's how we met.
Oh, okay. Do
Yeah.
you know Laura Hug?
I do.
Yeah, she's a dear friend of mine. She's been on the show a couple of times. Let's talk about some other lovely lady comedians, see if you've connected with them in the city.
Oh, yeah.
Are there
Sisters.
any? I think you named all of them.
I named the ones that came to mind immediately. I don't know, Laura Hug. I just wanted
Allie
to.
Clayton.
Oh, Allie Clayton's just phenomenal.
Ellie Clayton, Rebecca O'Neill,
Rebecca
Sonia
O'Neill.
Denny. There's so many.
Peter Ball
Rena Calm.
Sisters.
Yeah, it's the Putter Boss sisters.
Peter Ball.
Really, really good job.
I'm
Well,
sure
they're-
everyone gets it. I'm sure they
The
get it.
peanut
They're
butter
in LA
twins.
now.
Oh, they're in LA now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
They all moved to LA.
Aside from Osmium, where's your favorite venue to perform for just general open mics or stand-up spots in the city?
Well, I was just chatting with one of our audience members earlier. I perform a lot with an all-female cabaret variety show called Beast Women.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite shows to perform in because it's not just stand-up comedy. It's like burlesque, spoken word, and like any like singing, dancing. So I love that because I always end up like leaving inspired, like seeing all of these other awesome ladies doing what they do best.
Yeah. What about everyone else's favorite lady comedian in the city? Tom immediately
back
said
to
Allie
this now?
Clayton. Well,
so-
I don't know. I just
we
felt like
just
I left
listed-
you out of the loop, and I was looking at you, and you were looking at me, and
Yeah.
That's just
longingly into my eyes.
guys are good.
It was just wonderful.
a good relationship there.
Mary, tell me about the worst heckling experience that you've ever had. Have you ever been heckled? Has anything bad ever happened when you've been on stage?
You know, I've never had what I would call bad heckling. I have a lot of like what I call positive heckling.
Catcall type things?
No. More like where you ask a rhetorical question and people really like you, so they want to respond. They want to answer that question, or they have a story that they want to add to what you're saying, or like I had an old woman one time that talking to me while I was on stage about how much she loved my dress. Stuff like that, where people like they think they're being nice and helpful, but really all they're doing is just like disrupting your flow. But it's like, oh, you're just excited.
Are you sure? Are you sure she wasn't catcalling you?
I do attract a lot of 70-year-old women, so it's very possible.
Well, I'm going to catcall the audience one more time because it's time to play a game. Anyone
what is it,
in the house want to play a game?
I want to do the right one this time.
You will do the right one this time. I have a feeling.
Who in the audience? We need an audience member. Somebody.
Come on up. Here we have an audience member from previous episode of AWSM Comedy Radio. Charlotte Long is joining us to play Tesleps. How does this game work, Logan?
Well, and first of all, you can catch Charlotte Long in episode 188 last week.
I was going to play someone else. I was going to pretend my name was...
Oh.
We could edit
Let's kick Charlotte off.
What do you want your fake
From here
name
on
to
out,
be?
Let's get somebody else.
Your name is Faith Cecilby.
Greta.
All right.
Faith Cecilby Greta.
Greta,
Greta.
you're going to... You're both going to be playing a game called Tesleps, which is where you have to spell shit backwards. You will have roughly 30 seconds to spell the word. I will go with Greta first. And then if there is a tiebreaker, if you'll both get. Let me start over. You're both going to get 3 words.
Thank God for post.
You'll have to spell it
Not
backwards
Tom's
in 30
posts.
seconds. And
I just had to give him a hard time. Go.
How does the game go?
you get 3 words. You have to spell them backwards. Well, I get the stopwatch up.
Is it national spelling bee rules where like if you get the wrong letter, you're immediately
Yes, you're immediately disqualified.
and you shame your family?
You could use the word in a sentence too, right?
Your mom's off stage praying.
Yes, if you don't know the word, you can ask for a definition, but it will cut into the time that you're using to spell the word.
Is it an allotted time for each word individually or all the words together?
Each word individually.
Greta, are you ready for your first word?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say letters.
Backwards. It's mesmerize. Go.
E-Z-R-E.
Oh, nope. Oh, wrong already.
Just
Easy I.
I think you're going to win.
Mesmerize starts off backwards.
It's my speed.
Mary, are you ready? Your first word is dissipate. Go.
Dissipate. E-T-A. P-A.
Oh, no. P-I. And you had 17 seconds left on that one. 0-0 tie right now.
I feel like an idiot.
Greta, tell us something about yourself. Where do you work?
Give me another word.
Okay, fine. They do that in game shows sometimes. Your word is declarative. Go.
I'm going to really try this time. Declarative. E-V-I. Declarative. T. Declare. A. Declare. R. A. Declare.
15 seconds.
L-C-E-D.
Yes, there you go.
I feel like we're taking a competitive sobriety test.
12 seconds.
That's really good.
That would be a good game. We should use that.
Oh, yeah. Good
Also,
idea.
that's what police should do to drunk people.
Yeah.
Mary, second word. See if you can get a point as well. It is valedictorian. Go.
Oh, jeez.
So sorry.
Sorry.
N-A-I-R-O-T.
15 seconds.
Fuck. X-Q-P. I'm just calling them. I'm just ending it.
Yep.
Love letters.
That's a tough one. Time's up. And Q is not in valedictorian.
That's
all
the
right.
joke, Logan.
But jokes are usually better when you explain them. Greta, your last word.
It's funny every time.
Discountenance. Go.
It's a stupid word. Discountenance. E-C-N-A. Discountenance. N. Discount. A.
No, E. Oh, boy. So many vowels.
So close, though.
So close.
This game is racking my self-confidence. Just tearing it apart.
No, it's good because everyone feels bad for you right now.
Well, she's
the
winning.
whole audience is against me.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
I'm the worst because your last word, Mary. And you can play along at home, too, if you like. Your last word is anachronism. Go.
I know how to spell this one.
MSINQPLN. I'm not finished yet. APQ question mark?
Yes, she wins. Give her a point.
That is correct, and you tie. Tislaps. Very good.
I liked watching you write it on your leg.
Before the game, you were bragging about your spelling chops when you were younger.
I wasn't bragging. I was saying I had to defend them, and clearly I did not.
Does that mean
tough.
does make her the state
It's a
champion
toughie.
now? No.
Oh, I
No.
didn't win the state spelling bee. I won the second grade spelling bee.
So Greta is now
don't
second grade
challenge us,
championship
Greta.
winner.
Thank you, Greta.
Round of applause for Greta. Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you so much, Mary Zee, for coming on. Be sure and check out Mary Zee at the Osmium Open Mic every Tuesday at 6:30 at Osmium Coffee. You've been listening to AWSM Comedy Radio. Did you have a good time, dear?
I did. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for being on.
Been listening.
Sweet. One more tonight. Thanks to our friends at CBA for being awesome.
AWSM Radio.
For free.